What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Alienware m18 with a 7900M gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna check out Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Now, this system so far, when you use reasonable graphic settings, has played it quite well, so hopefully it'll be able to at 1440p as well. But hey, let's hop on in and let's go find out.
Well, now we're getting in the hundreds. So definitely not bad. Still pretty damn smooth frame times, from what I can see. I do wish I could have used that much better FPS monitoring tool. It gives you a lot more info on this thing. Afterburner doesn't seem to know much, but it does at least have the frame time bar graph thingy. Let's see here. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to eat. What should we eat? We can eat a pretzel. I'm not trying to put it in the pouch. Well, I guess I was pressing the wrong button, so as far as the game was concerned, I was. Alright, we had some pretzels. That should tide us over a teensy tiny bit. Hello, pig. Or boar. Probably boar. Alright though, I'd say it's about time for us to go move along to a little camera recorder gameplay now. So, same as 1080p, we'll start on experimental, even though it's a little silly. Just want to keep it the same as we did on all the rest of the system, so might as well, right? Anyway, let's hop in and let's see if it's even remotely playable. Alright, well here we are. We're in the game and still getting around 30. 30, 40? Yeah, and that's playable for some. Though I almost can guarantee you in some spots it would drop under 30. But this is still mostly playable for some people. But most people on PC like 60 plus, and 60 is starting to become like the bare minimum for most at this point. Most people like 100 plus. But like I said, for a single player game like this, I'm more than adequate with like 80 to 100. But still, this doesn't feel absolutely unplayable, but it definitely doesn't feel great to me, even with a controller. But I can only speak for myself, of course. I never try to dog on people who do like playing like this. If you can play this, all power to you. Hell, I wished I wasn't so freaking anal about FPS and graphics settings and this, that, and the other thing. It'd be great to just sit back on a Steam Deck and be like, nope, I'm more than happy just with this. I don't need any of that other shit. Save a shit ton of money that way, that's for sure. But nope. I'm addicted to tech, so I'm always upgrading and whatnot. But I always tell people you don't need to do what I do. I mean, you can get a halfway decent mid-range computer and keep that thing around for like 5-6 years and just upgrade the GPU after a little while after it finally starts not running how you want. You almost never have to just totally tear everything apart and build a whole new computer every time. Not unless you build like the bare minimum. I don't recommend people do bare minimum builds, because then it doesn't really get you the great performance, and then you really have to upgrade pretty quick. And then hell, at that point, unless you really need to like edit or something like that, it's almost better just get a console at that point. Even though I don't like their restrictedness. So now we'll turn on some FSR. And alright, let's pop back and see what it can do. Here's some FSR, and now it's no surprise getting about the same FPS we got back at 1200p. Which, again, playable for some. Me, I'd like a little more. But I'm a greedy son of a bitch. Yeah, I am pretty happy about the smooth frame times in this game, though. Pretty badass compared to some of the games we've had. So, now for Ultra. We'll, of course, start off native and just work our way down the list. You know, try an FSR after that and what have you. Save those settings. I should have just saved after. I don't know why hell I did it that way, but it is what it is. We can now move on. Well, alright. Now we're closer to 60. Still can't quite hit it, but 50s. Still better than 40s. So this will probably get 60 plus once we turn on some FSR. Maybe not everywhere, but it should at least hit 60 sometimes with those settings. But hey, I guess we'll find out when we get there, won't we? No sense guessing when we're just about to get there and see for ourselves. Well, now we'll try out some FSR, on quality, of course. Still Ultra, so there we go. Let's see how I do. Alright, well now we got FSR on, and yep, just like I thought, just barely over 60, so I can guarantee we're probably going to drop under it here and there, but still, we're getting around 60. And that's pretty much my bare minimum for PC gaming with a keyboard and mouse, but with a controller, I can somewhat deal with lower FPS. I still don't like it, but I can deal with it. Huge difference. Yep, there's good old Borington.
I could go for something to eat now.
I am not wearing a pouch. Alright, let's try toning it down to some high and see how it does. Well, alright, here's how I was going to play on the 1200p. I don't know if it would work for this and stay over 60 the whole time, but that's probably how I would try to still play. And if not, I'd probably try to turn a couple settings down rather than rely on FSR, but still, we'll do FSR after this. Alright, well, here we go. High settings. So let's just walk around, see if we can stay over 60. And just because we can here doesn't mean we necessarily would throughout the whole game. I'm probably sounding like a broken record, but I know not everybody watches my videos all the way through, so I just want people to know that. A lot of people, I'm sure, just skip through just to be like, oh, how does it do on high? Alright, how does it do on ultra? How does it do over here? Alright, cool. Good enough for me. Go buy game, or not good enough. Don't really want game, and then close video, you know? But I do appreciate the people that watch them all the way through. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go turn on some FSR, just for those who would rather have a little bit more FPS. Alright, now for some FSR on quality. And alright, let's go see how it'll do. Well, now here we go. Getting like 90 to 100 FPS now, so not bad. But still drops down to around the same as it was getting before in other areas too, so. But for the most part, 90s. This is about where I like it too. But I still could have made done with how it was just on high. But this doesn't look too bad, but it definitely looks a little softer than it did just native. Still though, like I said, this is not the worst implementation of FSR I've ever seen. There's definitely far worse. This is honestly one of the betters. Still has its issues. Like with moving water when it's in the certain things. The whatchamacallit, little rivers and stuff, stream more like over here doesn't really have too much of a problem, but I was watching this brew I was making earlier on the Asus G15 Advantage, and that definitely did not look impressive watching it boil and whatnot. It looked super artifacty and terrible. And then you turned off FSR, and then it just looked like normal boiling liquid again. You're like, okay, yeah, FSR just cannot win with certain things. Who knows, I'll have to pay attention to DLSS when I get to those computers. Maybe it fails at it too, for all I know.
Can't leave here.
Alright though, why don't we go ahead and move on to the little camera now.
Now for some camera recorded gameplay. So now it's got nothing interfering with its FPS. We turned Afterburner off, I closed OBS. So now it's just FPS monitor and this program and obviously Steam in the background or whatever else the laptop has in the background that it needs to run, but beyond that, it's just basically us in the game. And a camera. Water looks pretty nice.
I can't leave here. I swore to protect you.
I cannot leave.
I intend to keep my word.
I can't do it. I cannot abandon my friend. There we go. Found that. Ah, I did.
Oh, I'm as hungry as a wolf.
But how do I get that down? Ah, got a little mini waterfall.
I can't leave here. I swore to protect your hands. and I intend to keep my word.
Alright, so you can't Skyrim up mountains. Duly noted.
I can't leave here. I swore to protect your hands, and I intend to keep my word. I need something to eat. I can't leave here. I swore to protect your hands, and I intend to keep my word.
Alright. Well, I think that's probably good, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Kingdom Come Deliverance II on the Alienware m18 with a 7900M at 1440p, and it seemed to do a pretty damn good job there too. It really didn't seem to perform that different than 1080 or 1200p. Who knows, maybe it was just a little bot. The GPU might be one of those GPUs that doesn't really like 1080p for games like this, you know? Who knows? But at least we were able to get very good FPS. So I'm very excited to see how the other desktops do, because from here on out, it's all pretty damn expensive high-end stuff. Not that this laptop's not, but still, it would, GPU-wise, still probably only be considered like mid-range. But in any case, that is all I got for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.